I'm Jeffery, though you may call me Deef, and welcome to the Streemtech Sprint Summary for November 8th through November 22nd, 2022. For those unaware, a sprint is a unit of time that a team has to complete a specific amount of work. Ours lasts about 2 weeks and cycles over every Tuesday night. This video is going to go over what work we completed in the sprint that just took place. Administration. Every company has things that they have to do that are more administrative than direct development, but those things are just as vital. As part of a way to optimize Streemtech itself, each sprint, the goal is to complete one primarily administrative task that optimizes Streemtech. This sprint, the administrative task didn't actually optimize Streemtech, but it was still rather important. Specifically, on Friday the 18th, we had a very important meeting with one of our primary stakeholders around the current status of Streemtech Gacha Alerts. This meeting had 3 goals. The first was to demo the current state of Gacha Alerts. The second was to discuss certain features of Gacha Alerts after that demonstration, like what things to prioritize or change. The last was a discussion around money, which is always a hard discussion to have, specifically on how Streemtech would monetize and what our goals long-term are. While the discussions themselves did produce some very good notes, we have a few undetermined things to still flesh out and finalize, so we won't be sharing many details on that just yet. We will, however, be sharing the demo at the end of this video. In preparation for the meeting, we spent quite a bit of time on Streemtech development. We arguably entered a state of crunch time, but given the amount of time we put into Streemtech on a normal week, that really wasn't actual crunch time as no one broke 40 hours. While most of the stuff we accomplished will be shown off during the demo, the following is a quick list of the specific changes we made over the last sprint on the backend. Backend. We've continued on our path of writing tests to confirm our work with database and API requests are acting as expected. We also updated any range requests, that is, requests that search for items 10 through 20, for example, to display them on the list, to include a total count of values in their response. This allows us to properly calculate the number of pages of data to show for a user to click to. One of the most important things that we did was we finalized our update API, so we only ever have to update the data that the user changed. Getting the interaction between the front end and the back end right was a huge goal for data security reasons, but also for optimization and clarity reasons. On the side of individual features, several new endpoints were added and implemented on the API and database side. Endpoints to get a universe from its easy-to-say name, to check if a user is a universe admin, to check if an owner owns a given universe, to check if a user owns a universe at all, and to get the number of a specific character that a user owns were all added. For existing endpoints, the database tables for pull and pull set chances was finalized. The ability to create, read, and update a universe was also completed on the API and database side. Finally, the ability to update a character was added. Front end and demo. The work done on the front end is actually quite impressive. It's really starting to come together. Let's start on the Gacha Alerts landing page. Under normal circumstances, this page would have the list of the universes that you have characters in. You could then click on one of those universes to be redirected to it. There would also be a search bar to look up an arbitrary universe and see if you might want to join it. Unfortunately, most of the code for this page is still under development, so we're stuck with an empty page here. One of the things to note on this page, however, is the Edit Connected Accounts button. While not implemented just yet, this button will allow you to select what Twitch accounts your Streemtech account should use to look for characters with. You also have access to a button over here that allows you to create your own universe. Click on it to set the name and description. Click Create, and you'll actually be redirected to your own universe. The landing page for universe is also still currently under development. If we head back to the previous page real quick, you can see the Create Universe button has now been turned into a My Universe button. Clicking it brings you directly to your universe. If you wish, you can click Edit to edit the universe and rename it. For example, I'm going to rename name into Deef. Clicking Update will then update the universe, including the name up here. Let's take a look at the characters page. On this page would normally be a list of all characters that are part of a universe. The starting universe has no characters to speak of, however. So let's add one by clicking the Create Character button. Here you can see the name, tags, details, and description of a character. You'll also eventually be able to set stats for a character, but those are currently not exactly implemented. Finally, by clicking the Edit Images button, you can open up a modal to set the images used for a character. While this modal currently supports the main image only, it'll eventually support having 3 different pieces of media. One for the thumbnail, one for the main character display modal, and one for the alert. Clicking Upload brings you to another, still in development modal. This page will allow you to upload files directly into Hoster, or select an existing piece. Unfortunately, this modal currently only supports uploading. It does not support the desired file system-like storage structure, and we only give each file a rather useless path string. This will be rectified before launch. You may notice the access dropdown on this modal. This dropdown has 3 states. Public and private do as they say, letting the media be accessed publicly or privately by a user. The third option, contingent access, is smart access. If a file is given contingent access, the different services will attempt to grant the user permission to view the media only when necessary. For example, in Gacha Alerts, one of the end goals is to make the images uploaded in contingent mode become visible to the user after they pull a character. Let's select a file to upload here real quick. We're going to start with the sharp ash character. We'll set a test tag, and then we'll hit upload. And this will upload the file directly into Hoster. We can then set the character's name, more tags if we so wish, a description, and some extended details. If we then click save, the list of characters will refresh, and our new character will show up. If we then click on the character, we can actually edit the name, or any of the other fields. So I'm going to remove test here, and then if we hit save, we'll notice that the name has updated, and our tags have also updated. One of the last things that I wanted to demo is the usage of an easy universe name. If you look at the URL bar right now, you'll notice the long ID that we currently use, and this would be really cumbersome to link to people. It is possible, however, to set a custom, easy-to-use name here. We're not making that ability public just yet, but it can easily be set on the backend for our users at request. I just went to the backend and updated the common name for this universe to demo. So if we go to /gachalerts/demo/characters, it will now load the characters for my universe. If you want or need an easy universe name, use one of the contact methods listed below on the bottom of the page. That wraps it up for this sprint summary and demo. As a reminder, if you're looking for a way to create polls live on stream or otherwise, be sure to visit stream.tech/poll/create. And if you want more sprint summaries and other content from us, be sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell. My name is Jeffrey, thank you for watching, and as we like to say here at Streemtech, stay crazy, stay curious,